Welcome back. So, Kenya, I've just made an executive decision that I'm renaming Wednesdays Michael Babcock Day.
Yeah.
Because we love chatting with Michael Babcock at TMZ.
I love the sound of that.
That sounds great, right?
I think maybe, you know, the state, maybe the country should adopt that. I like that.
I'll turn it over to our congressman and see what happens. Just see what happens.
Yes, please lobby for that, Jeremy.
All right, before we get started, because you've got amazing headlines, Michael Babcock, I posted a pumpkin-flavored item on my Instagram yesterday that you commented on. I said, what's your favorite? Pumpkin bread, pumpkin pie, pumpkin spice latte, or pumpkin cookie? Yeah. And Michael Babcock, what did you say on my post?
I said I've never had any of them.
How is that possible?
Was he raised by wolves?
I know, right?
It's so embarrassing. Right when I commented that, Jeremy, and then I realized it was Tuesday and that we were going to talk Wednesday morning, I knew I messed up. But yeah, I eat like a child. I fully admit that, and I have never had any of those things. I mean, you could throw foods out there that I should have eaten, but I haven't, and yeah,
you know what,
it's embarrassing.
Michael? I'm going to send you this holiday season some pumpkin bread. I'm going to send it to you.
Okay.
I want you and Jenny to enjoy it.
Yeah.
And then you can tell me what you think.
That would be great.
Okay.
I definitely would try it. Some things I'm clearly not adventurous when it comes to eating, but yeah, pumpkin bread, I could definitely do that. And a pumpkin spice latte, I'm not afraid of that. I just haven't had them.
All right.
We're
going to change it.
Yeah, we'll fix that.
I cannot wait. You have to please do an Instagram Live when you try it for the first time. I'd like to see that.
Yes, I will.
Michael, you've got amazing headlines this week because it's been very active, and I think the whole country is talking about the Alec Baldwin situation that happened on the set of his movie Rust. Horrific. It's horrific.
Yeah, it's horrific. I mean, there's so much to talk to with this story, Jeremy, and I'm sure everyone has at least heard a little bit about this by now. But obviously, last week, Thursday, 42-year-old director of photography on the film Rust, where Alec Baldwin was starring, and he was also the producer of the film, shot and killed. Now, what went wrong? That's what everyone's trying to figure out. We spoke with this guy who's a firearms expert who also advises movies. So this is what he does for a living. He knows how to handle guns on set. And he said, look, this wasn't one or even two mistakes that were made here. He said these 3 mistakes were made. And if any one of them hadn't been made, then this woman would still be alive today. But he said, you know, one, they used a real gun, not a prop gun. Although some people have been calling it a prop gun doesn't take live ammunition. It just won't fit. However, this was a real gun. And then to use live ammo. And furthermore, we were told that people from the set, when they weren't filming, would actually take that gun away from the set, put live ammo in there, and use the gun for target practice, and then bring the gun back. And a lot of people on set have a theory, and they believe that the gun had a live bullet in there because it was taken off set and then brought back, and obviously wasn't properly checked. So there's the real gun, there's the real ammo. Those are the first 2 mistakes. And then the third is pointing a weapon at somebody. It's just not something that you should do. There are ways around that. You can set the camera up, and you know, the human being who operates it, let them go to a safe spot, then film the scene. You don't have to point a gun at anybody. So those are 3 major factors here that, again, this person that we just spoke with said that if any of those hadn't been made, then nobody would have lost their life. So now you ask, insurance. There is surely to be a wrongful death lawsuit filed by the family of Helena Hutchins, who is the woman who died. She has a son, she has a husband, and surely they're going to file a lawsuit here. Now, the movie actually had some good coverage. They had 2 policies. One was worth $1 million. There was another one worth $5 million. You totaled them up. Obviously, you have $6 million worth of coverage. The question is that enough? And if it is, they might need every bit of that because, there's the lawsuit that's surely coming. A jury could award punitive damages. Even there's something called loss of affection that her husband and son could get money for. So there is a possible big lawsuit and a likely big lawsuit to follow here. So that's just one of the things that now will need to be taken care of. But it's a tragic story. That's the bottom line.
I still don't understand. You know, I've done theater my whole life.
Right.
When do you ever have a real weapon on set? I just don't even understand how that is in the
we were
equation.
talking, Jeremy, we were talking to this guy, another actor, his name's Ian Hudson, and he had just like 2 weeks ago or so, had just filmed a death scene, and he said it was terrifying because, right, they were using real guns, and he said this scene, it was that he was filming, it had a lot of guns. It had 20 handguns and 2 shotguns, and they were all firing. Thankfully, blanks, but he said you feel like the air hitting you, and maybe little pieces of cardboard. And he said it was really unsettling to be part of that scene. And he said people on the set were actually scared, and they were talking about the death of Brandon Lee that happened in 1993. So before the accident happened, they were discussing another on-set death that had to do with a firearm, and that I think paints a picture of how maybe safety wasn't paramount on set, and getting the film made and speed and not falling behind schedule was likely more important than safety, and somebody lost their life. And another person got shot. Thankfully, the director is okay, though.
Wow, so tragic. I hope they get down to the bottom of it and we get it.
Yeah, I hope so too. Yeah, police are working on the case. Obviously, they talked to Alec Baldwin. They talked to a bunch of other people. So, I don't think this is a situation where he's going to get favorable treatment because he's a celebrity. Somebody lost their life, and the authorities seemingly are taking this very seriously.
Good. Also funny, I have not watched Squid Games yet. Have you?
Oh, you haven't?
Either.
I have, because I was told I'm not emotionally stable enough to watch it.
Oh, well, that's probably true.
It's incredibly violent, and yeah, I don't know what the word.
Did you like it?
It's disturbing, but yeah, I did. I really did. I really enjoyed it. I resisted for a while too, and I heard everybody talking about it, and then, like, 2 weekends ago, I was home. I didn't have anything to watch, so I started watching it, and then I watched the whole thing in
Michael,
1 weekend.
Our producer constantly tells me in my ear, Jeremy, you are unable to watch that. You should not watch it. You're not mentally ready to watch this. He knows me, and I'm just like, I don't want to be disturbed or cry or.
Yeah. It's tough because you get to know these characters and then they're brutally killed. Does
not sound appealing to me, Michael.
Yeah, it's a lot of violence. It is a little jarring, but overall I really liked it. The person who didn't like it, Jeremy, is well, at least not the ending. I think LeBron James liked the show, didn't like the ending. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody out there who hasn't seen it, but let's call it a controversial ending. And LeBron, when everyone was talking about Squid Game, was meeting the media one day, and he basically said that he didn't like the ending. And the guy who created Squid Game, he did not like that. He made fun of LeBron right back. He said, okay, maybe LeBron can make a sequel to the show, and then I'll tell him that I don't like it. And then he said something like, have you seen Space Jam 2? Which, critically at least, has not been a very favorably rated movie. So he took a shot back at LeBron. Then LeBron answered last night, and LeBron said, is this real? Like, this cannot be real. Because now LeBron is in a feud with the creator of Squid Game.
Right.
Well,
Didn't see it coming.
Michael, unfortunately, we have like 20 seconds left. We didn't even get to Brittany, which I love.
I talked too much about Alec Baldwin.
No, it's okay. I'm interested in it. But if it's the thing I saw, isn't she threatening if she ever did an interview, her family better watch out?
Yeah, and she said her family will never know how much they hurt her, and she still wants justice. Even though the conservatorship probably over next month, she still wants justice. And no more Mr. Nice Guy, basically, is what she's saying. She can't be Mother Teresa anymore. She said something along those lines. So Britney Spears, if you're mean to her, she's going to be mean right back to you now.
Well, good for her. She's finding her voice, which I love.
She is. She certainly is.
So let's lead with that next week, Michael, if anything evolves with that.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. It's a plan.
Awesome, Michael. Thank you so much. It's always great to see you, and we look forward to Wednesdays on Michael Babcock Day.
So I love that. Jeremy, Kenya, thanks so much for having me.
Bye.
All right, we'll see you next week.
Bye.
And don't forget, you can catch TMZ weekdays at 5 p.m. and TMZ Live weekdays at 2 p.m., which I've been watching every day at home, I love getting all the scoop. They're so good.
You like it?
I love getting the scoop.
Yes.
And I feel like they're my friends. Don't go nowhere. So much more fun on Ozarks Fox AM right after this. Because sometimes I watch it and I see Michael and I'm like, oh, he's my friend.
I know him. He's my friend.